What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, what's going on? What's popping? Happy Mother's Day to all. Let's get into the situation. Let's talk about Xscape and also SWV. It is going down. But first, you know, Mama Joyce had to put her 2 cents in and basically let you know that Kandi Burruss is the queen, baby. SWV, you know, they did good, but Xscape killed it. You know, Mama Joyce is always going to be there, you know, champion on her daughter, Kandi Burruss. It is what it is. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad. So let's check out Mama Joyce.
Look who was out screaming for me tonight. You! Tell the people, hey, Mama.
Hi, everybody.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it. Xscape was the bomb and they beat out.
No, don't. You know my mama she gonna show favoritism, y'all. Everybody did a great job. Loved SWV.
SWV was good, but Xscape.
Oh, Mama.
Well, hey.
Just love.
They say voices.
Okay, Mama.
You know Mama Joyce is gonna be there to represent for her daughter and represent for Xscape. She was there from the beginning. You know, she was doing, you know, getting Kandi Burruss homework. She was driving, she was traveling, she was doing everything. You know, it is what it is. So you guys let me know what you think about Mama Joyce. But in any event, let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Kandi Burruss. Kandi Burruss ain't never won Best Dress. She's never been Best Dress on any of the Real Housewives of Atlanta's episodes or reunion. But let's talk about this versus battle with Kandi Burruss and Xscape. Kandi came through. I mean, her outfit was off the chain. She was the best dress out of her group. She was the best dress out of SWV. Kandi Burruss killed it. Kandi Burruss was very confident. She was trying to get the ladies to, you know, stand up and move around because she know how this internet situation goes. She know people gonna be talking crap about them just sitting down in a chair, and Kandi was not trying to hear that situation. Kandi wanted the scene from Jump Street. Also, Lily wanted the scene too as well. Lily was basically trying to get SWV up and get them moving, but we heard some sad news when it came to Coko, that Coko, before, you know, the versus battle had started, she experienced something that was so tragic and so like, oh my God, my heart goes out to her. And basically she said she was crying backstage. She wasn't even going to go on stage because she witnessed someone, you know, being hurt outside of her hotel room, and they were wounded, and I don't know if the person survived or not, but in any event, it really touched Coko. I was like, shoot, what hotel was she at? Like, you know, that is very, you know, disturbing, and especially right before you're getting ready to perform and you're gonna have 487,000 people watching you on Instagram Live, and then, you know, on Trilla's website they had like 1 million there. So, you know, it was a situation. SWV, they end up changing, you know, their clothes. It seems like their clothes wasn't comfortable. I believe it was Coko, because, you know, she was busting out of her costume or her outfit. Her stomach was showing, and she was basically trying to hide her stomach with her hair, with a towel. And it seems like whoever did Coko hair, they didn't, you know, put the braids right. They didn't get the braids out of her face or whatever, you know, and it basically showed a lot of her edges and things of that nature, lacked of edges. But in any event, Coko, you know, her son came through when he got on the stage and he sung with his mother. That is what made Coko be able to perform and get into the situation, because she has a soulful voice. So, you know, an hour and 45 minutes into the show, you know, they were sitting on the couch, and I was like, Lord have mercy, come on, why are you guys lip singing? Like, if we wanted to hear lip singing, we would just go to YouTube Premium and listen to some music and watch your videos. We wanted to see you guys sing. We wanted to see you dance. You guys got all your legs, you got your arms, you know, you can move around, you're still young. Like, what's going on? Why you guys felt like it was okay to just sit on the couch for an hour and 45 minutes, especially Xscape, because you guys are even younger. And I don't know if the bag wasn't right. The bag basically, you know, didn't call for them to sing all their songs, and they were sitting there like we wanted to see them sitting there on the couch doing nothing and just chair dance. So we can chair dance on our own. So I was pretty perturbed, you know, in the situation. I was feeling a certain type of way, but Kandi was trying to bring the ladies together. She was trying to bring them closer. She was trying to get her group up and dance, and also Lily too as well, because they know what people are going to say and what people want. You know, they're true performers. performance. Kandi Burruss is a true entertainer. And let me tell you, for one thing, Kandi Burruss, she came through. Her outfit was off the chain. She was best dressed twice. When she went to go change her outfit, she had on the best dress outfit. I was like, Kandi never wins best dress. And Kandi got best dress both outfits. Kandi came through. Whoever did Candy's makeup, whoever did Candy's hair, whoever put her wardrobe together, Kandi, please keep them on your team, keep them next to you, because girl, you killed it. I mean, you look like that millionaire that you are. I mean, you was head to toe. Kandi Burruss came through. Nobody could see her when it came to the outfits, when it came to her shoes, when it came to her makeup, when it came to her hair, when it came to her attitude, when it came to her presence. And Kandi came through. It seems like Kandi Burruss was out here practicing in these streets, like she was in the studio. She was basically wanting to give the people a show, and she wanted to entertain, and she wanted you guys to know who Xscape is. But unfortunately, her group members wasn't too enthusiastic about getting up and entertaining. You know, they want to sit on the couch. Lily she was doing everything to try to, motivate her sisters to get up, SWV. And it also seems like they was having some technical difficulties when it came to their earpiece. It seemed like Coko earpiece, was getting in the way. And also her braids was smacking her crew members too as well. But you know what? She came through. That's the power of God. That's the power of love. That's the power of being a true entertainer. No matter what she went through, no matter what she saw before she came there, it took her a while, but she got into it and she started singing, baby. But them braids, girl, have mercy. Take them out, and you need to tell that girl she should have put more braids on the side where we don't see no hair. But in any event, they came through. And also, they end up changing. SWV end up changing. They put the hoodies on, they put the sneakers on, and they was back in the 90s. I was like, okay, Taj with her jean shorts was a perfect, rendition to the 90s, and her group too as well. So I was like, okay, but they were sitting there chair hustling. We ain't here for the chair hustling at all, point blank period. And I don't know what was going on with Tiny situation, with her outfit. It just looked like, the outfit that she had on didn't belong. Like, what is up with Tiny's jumpsuit? It looked like her thighs didn't match her hips. Looked like her butt didn't match. It looked like she had a gap, a huge gap. Maybe she's bow-legged and I don't know. I know they did have on heels all night because, they, most of the women in Xscape are married. So, they be dressed to death and they be wearing them high heels in the house to keep that husband. And also, they have someone in their home that they can just, be sexy for all the time. It is what it is. But when it came to Tiny, I don't know what was going on with her outfit. It looked like a complete mess. It looked like somebody, photoshopped the bottom half of her on her body. But in any event, Tiny did show out, and she did show up, and she did sing her notes very well, and she hit the key notes. I was like, you go ahead, Miss Tiny, do your thing. She did mess up too as well, but other than that, she did a good performance. But she wanted to sit down. Girl, why you want to sit down? Y'all needed to kick off your shoes and relax your feet, party on down to the Xscape beat. Like, what's going on? Take them shoes off if you can't move, if you can't dance in them. Tiny wanted to sit her butt on the stage. Like, what's going on? And yeah, and their outfits were atrocious. Only person, like I said, Candy's changing of outfit was off the chain. And in any event, the ladies, they all look nice. They all look good. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They're beautiful, beautiful sisters, and they got it going on. But in any event, they could have did more. So let's just get into the situation. They started off singing gospel music, so that was really nice too as well. Tiny wasn't too happy with her DJ because he ended up playing a Keith Sweat song that Tiny didn't want him to play, so she felt a certain type of way. And some of the ladies from Xscape felt like, some of the songs that they picked didn't get played, and they wanted to sing and do their thing. And you had Tiny complain, basically saying the one song that is mine, I can't sing, so she did a song, and then SWV was basically like, oh, they get to redo a song, then we need to start complaining because SWV, some of their songs were cut off, but they didn't complain. Xscape complained. Well, Tiny's people, her husband and his kid and her kids, she got a whole football team, a whole nursery, a whole school that were out there, and so Tiny ended up doing her thing too as well. But it also seemed like Xscape was at amateur night when it came to the two sisters. It seemed like they were performing for a deal. It seemed like they was performing for a talent show. It didn't seem like they were confident that they are stars and they're singers, like they had something to prove. And it seems like, they were competing against one another. And once Xscape stopped competing with each other in the vocal department, then they got down. Candy was never competing. Candy already knew what she was going to do. She came to sing, she came to perform, and she was prepared. Candy Burris is a perfectionist, and she did what she had to do. And Candy Burris' falsetto was off the chain. And she had to throw her pen in there with TLC. No scrub. She threw a pen in there when it came to Destiny's Child, pay my telephone bills, pay my automobile, and all that other good stuff. So you guys let me know what you think about the situation. But other than that, I really think the battle was a really nice one, after an hour and 45 minutes had passed. But in any event, Candy was the first one that started singing. She started singing one of the songs. I guess it starts when you're out in the club. Candy started standing up and she was singing. So she's the first one to actually get on the mic and started singing. And basically she was looking at her counterparts and it was like, we ain't singing. I was like, the rest of the members of Xscape, we don't be seeing y'all, and y'all gonna sit on this stage and not sing? Like, come on. And in any event, it is what it is. And we also had Miss Coko. She gave a shout out to Kim Porter, and basically, the song When You Cry. And I was like, come on, y'all need to sing. And also Lily gave a shout out to all the fallen soldiers, DMX, Black Rob, and who we lost, in 2021. So that was a good situation too as well. She paid respects to the situation. And then, we got down to the situation when SWV was singing Downtown. I was like, Coko, that's what downtown means? I was like, uh-oh. Then Candy Burris was like, we need to bring out, Bedroom Candy. Candy's always promoting. And then we have Candy talk about the soundtrack, Above the Rims. And, SWV was like, yes, we was on that soundtrack too. And they both was on the soundtrack Waiting to Exhale. I was like, go ahead. Above the Rims and Waiting to Exhale soundtrack was off the chain. We had SWV performing a song that they did with Puff Daddy, Someone I Can Believe In, Someone Can Satisfy Me. That was good, but the present wasn't there yet, but it got there. Then Xscape, they performed their song Don't Need a Man Around, that song, and Slow It Down, Take Your Time, I Am the Kind of Girl That Needs a Kind of Guy. That particular song, they did good too as well. And then we had Jermaine Dupri. He came on stage and was just kicking it, and it seemed like Jermaine Dupri was lost. Like Jermaine Dupri did not know what was going on. Come to find out, Jermaine Dupri didn't know that he was actually going to be on stage. I was like, Jermaine Dupri is always ready to perform one of his old school songs because he likes that attention. But in any event, he kept doing his old school dancing, and he actually rapped his part, but the rest of SWV wasn't singing. And that's when Tasha, she came out and she was singing, with Jermaine Dupri, and she was basically singing everybody's part because nobody was singing. I was like, you ain't gonna sing Just Kicking It with Jermaine and all of that. They're gonna give Jermaine all them props. I know Jermaine Dupri felt a certain type of way that the girls that, he signed and helped develop them, when he got on stage to perform Just Kicking It, they were sitting there like they couldn't sing it. They had no idea what was going on. And so that was kind of disappointing too as well. I thought they was really going to, perform like all stars when it came to Just Kicking It. And then we had the Brat got on stage, and I don't know what was going on with the Brat with her outfit. She looked like Rainbow. She looked like somebody threw paint on her. Then she's jumping on top of the couch. The Brat, you are doing too much, girl. Just relax, calm down. This ain't the 90s no more, and you ain't 140 pounds anymore. You could have broke that couch, girl. But in any event, it was a good situation. I enjoyed it. It could have been better, but it is what it is. We always complain. We always point out, the bad things. But you know what? I enjoyed the night, and I enjoyed SWV, and I enjoyed Xscape too as well. So it is what it is. And then, SWV, they talked about their song with Tally Riley. Love is right. Love will be right here. I was like, go ahead. Human Nature, SWV, they did their thing. And then Xscape, Tonight Come a Little Bit Closer. Candy started singing her ass off on that song. When Xscape started singing Tonight Come a Little Bit Closer, Look Into My Eyes, Candy started singing like, girl, like she been singing all her life and she ain't never stopped singing. I was like, go ahead, Candy, do your thing. And then Tiny started singing too as well. Tiny was singing her ass off too as well. And it was very surprising to see that Tiny can actually hit these notes and she actually sound like a professional singer. So it seems like she was practicing in the studio too as well. And she might have a lot of time to practice because a lot of their business adventures that have to do with VH1 and TV has been put on hold for now until, things, work out in their situation or a conclusion comes between what's going on with Tiny and what's going on with T.I. and these allegations, allegedly. And we had, SWV Coko singing If You Only Knew by Patti LaBelle. And that's when she really started singing. That's when you heard that soulfulness. You heard the maturity in her voice. You heard that she was a singer. She'd been singing all her life. And she was just singing like nobody was there. Like it was just effortless. And that's what I appreciated. And then that's when the rest of the group, SWV, started to harmonize with Coko. And then they got the show on and popping, baby. And, like I said, when it came to, Tamika Scott, when it came to Tasha Scott, the sisters, at first they were performing like they was at the night of the Apollo, like they were trying to get a deal. And then once they got comfortable, that's when Miss Tasha Scott, she got into it and she started singing and she started sounding like she had auto tunes, but that was her manipulating her voice just to go up, down, in, out, sideways, and in a loop. I was like, go ahead, Tasha Scott, LaTasha Scott, go ahead with the damn thing. So I was like, okay. And what do you guys think about the situation of having T.I. music being played on stage and the ladies dancing to it? I don't know if people are going to make a big deal out of T.I. music being there, but his wife is on stage. She's a part of the group. She's a part of Xscape. So I don't know if that's going to be a situation with that. But in any event, it is what it is. And then when SWV did the song I Am So Into You, they sang that song and they harmonized like, they harmonized like there was nobody in the room. Like they've been doing this song for like 1,000 years. It was just so effortless. I was just like, okay. And let's get to Xscape, My Little Secret. Tiny looked like she forgot a little bit of the lyrics when it came to My Little Secret, but she did do a good job. I was like, okay, I'm feeling the situation. We had SWV, Ain't No Man Like the One I Got. They did a good job. And then Xscape, The Softest Place on Earth. That was a really good song too as well. You had SWV. They were singing, and especially the song Use Your Heart, Not Your Eyes. I was like, okay. And then Xscape, basically, Candy started to talk about her pen, and you already know her pen came into the game, and it is what it is. The song, I Want to Get to You and That Booty. Candy Burris is basically like, did you guys know when they say Candy Girl in the song, they're talking about Candy Burris? That's me. I'm the same person. So we got to see, Candy Burris, writer name, pen name is Candy Girl, trying to get to you and that booty. And then we had Xscape let us know that they was with, Will Smith, and Coko was on the song Man in Black. I was like, ooh, I didn't even know that Candy Burris was like, I know Coko voice. But in any event, it was a good situation. And the Brat came on stage, that was just too much. And SWV with Sunshine, that was really, really good. Xscape, Thug Holiday, that was a good song. And they sung that song very well. And SWV, You're Always on My Mind. I was like, go ahead. And then Xscape, Love on My Mind. Candy started singing. Candy was out here singing when it came to Love on My Mind. Like these Xscape, they came through at the end. And once the two sisters realized that they was not going to get a contract or a deal out the situation, they started singing regularly. They wasn't singing like they're desperate and they're hungry. So that was a good situation too as well. They did sing. I was like, okay. And also Xscape did the song Do You Want To. Tiny was not that good at that song, but that song was cut off. And Tiny family, they got together and they was like, basically let Tiny sing the song one more time because she got cut off. And Tiny was like, why you gonna cut me off? The one song that's mine, y'all gonna cut me off and not let me sing it? And I believe the name of that song is Do You Want To? And so her family, the football team, you know, the nursery and the gymnastic team basically was screaming and yelling. And she was able to do that song again, Do You Want To? And Tiny sung that song. And Latasha Scott, Miss Tasha Scott, she started singing, ooh, baby, and she killed it all the way to the end. She killed it. She got on that stage and getting on them steps, and she just started harmonizing, and it almost sounded like she had an auto tune, but that was her voice. I was like, Lord have mercy. We got to hear, you know, she killed it. Tasha killed it. Yes, she did. And I was like, go ahead. And we had SWV Rain Down on Me. That was so good. Then you had Xscape with No Scrubs. And I was like, go ahead. Xscape, they came through with the No Scrubs. You already know that situation. And it's just that SWV sounds so much more natural and so much more comfortable, even though, you know, it was mostly Coko. But when Coko got into it, it was just, Lord, And then, moving on from that situation, I was like, girl, you are killing it. And SWV, Young Like That, y'all, it's like that, y'all, feel so good and can't be wrong, anything that you want. I was like, okay, what's going on? So that's the particular song that, you know, Spinderella, the DJ, she messed up on. I was like, what's going on? And it seems like, you know, Coko looked back and said, what the F? You know, because that was the song with, you know, Wu-Tang too as well. And we had Taj, she was rapping her ass off and she knew all the Wu-Tang's lyrics, R.I.P. Old Dirty Bastard. And in any event, it seemed like Spinderella messed up on that song and she was going too fast when Coko was going slow and she was harmonizing to the beat. And I was like, what's going on? They all look back at DJ Spinderella. So at least Spinderella got a job, baby. It is what it is. And so after they did that song, Tiny got on. Tiny was walking, you know, from the couch to the stage, and she said, Tiny said, we don't have all them jams, y'all. And then that's when Candy Berry said, yes, we do. We do have jams. What are you talking about? So it already seemed like Tiny was throwing in the towel to SWV. And that's when Xscape did Understanding, and they killed Understanding. That song, Understanding, and Candy Berry's hit the falsetto and Understanding. I was like, girl, you sound so good. And they killed it. Xscape killed Understanding. And then SWV did Weak. Coko sang and sang. But also when Xscape did Understanding, Coko jumped in and she sang like 3 or 4 words, and baby, she kind of sounded better than Xscape when she was singing Understanding. Lord, I was like, Coko should have been on Understanding, baby. So it is what it is. And Tamika Scott on Understanding, that's when she came down and she killed it. She started singing like it was time to go to church. She was singing like she was singing for a healing. And that's when Candy did that falsetto. And it sounded beautiful. Candy hit all her notes. Candy was excellent. All the ladies were excellent. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. Peace and love. And happy Mother's Day to all my peeps and my peoples.